Lee Johnson, Real Man, Real Stories. Lee Johnson, Real Man, Real Stories.
Welcome, world. Real Men, Real Stories podcast.
Real men, real stories. We got music.
How's everybody doing? It's Lee Johnson, Real Man, Real Stories podcast, checking in with you. We got another great episode. I got a great guest. I got my man, my mellow, my co-host. Why don't you go and introduce yourself, my brother?
What's up, everybody? You know, this is Professor, and I have a DTSY announcement for you. So for all you gardeners and horticulturists and cultivators out there, stop buying all these chemical nutrients and fertilizing your crops with it, your plants with them, your babies with it. It's just all a money grab scheme. All they're trying to do is grab money from you, and you're putting all this artificial stuff in your plants. And if it's a garden that you're growing fruit and vegetables in, you put it into your body. All you need to do is take the things that you eat at home, lettuce, tomatoes, bananas, all that stuff that you eat at home, the scraps from it, pile it up in the backyard in some soil. Get some worm casting, because that's how you'll get your nitrogen. Get some Epsom salt. That's how you get your calcium, your magnesium, and your sulfur and your boron for your plant. Just get natural things like that. Chicken manure, bone meal. That's all you need is natural things like that. It's a lot cheaper. And what you're doing, you're feeding the soil, keeping that ecosystem going and everything for your bacteria and your fungi in the soil. And your plants will grow just as well using organic matter versus using that artificial stuff. And that is your DTSY announcement.
B, baby. So I don't even know if I can come from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was going to say my mantra. Shit, man.
What is that? I'm saying,
yeah, that right there. He's teaching y'all something, man. He's teaching y'all how to fertilize your soil for the low, for the real prices. But shit, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best. I'm so Atlanta today. I walked up Stone Mountain and I pissed on that motherfucker when I'm on the way down. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stand up for that racist ass mountain. Let's go on and move on. If anybody from Atlanta, if you know about Stone Mountain, you know about Stone Mountain. They was hanging black folks on there. All them dudes on the face of that mountain was the Confederate president, general, and vice president, and whoever else they had it. So we piss on Stone Mountain. You know what I'm saying? So I'd like to introduce our guest, man. This is my second time interviewing this man. The Medusa producers. I'll talk about the man that got me eating vegan. You know what I'm saying? Amazing. You know what I'm saying? One of the best chefs I ever met. Great executive producer. You know what I'm saying? Teaching me a lot of things. My man jhavuan Greene, Mr. True Greene himself, you know what I'm saying? Greene Love himself. Yeah. I got two gardeners next to me right now, man. Going and tell everybody what's going on with you, man. Going and tell everybody what's going on with you, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Real Men, Real Stories. You know what I mean? Glad to be here. Yeah, so like brother said, jhavuan Greene, we had Greene Love Kitchen for 11 years in downtown Lithonia. If you came, you saw, you witnessed, and you know what I mean? You enjoyed the time. You know what I mean? Enjoyed the food, the people, the energy, all of that. But yeah, just been, we shifted, went into the Yellow Door, which is a wellness studio where we do yoga, we do massages, sound bowl, African martial arts, a bunch of other comedic yoga, a bunch of, you know, just all about the healing and healing of the community. And that's all I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Healing the community, whether it be financially, spiritually, you know what I mean?
What made you want to get into the wellness? Wellness circuit.
The wellness, it's a crazy circuit because you're a massage therapist too. Which is, you know what I mean?
I can give you some of my crazy massage. I can tell you some recent stories. I don't know if the people want to.
Wow, crazy. Real man, real story.
Real man.
No, but it was a chamber that I felt like it was a natural progression from vegan food.
Yeah.
Most of our customers were healers, practitioners, and they, you know, nutritionalists and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So when we talk about healing or holistic healing, food is just one component. You got other components that we felt it was important because you could eat healthy, but if you're not thinking right or you're not exercising, none of that shit matters. You know what I'm saying? If you're not getting work done or doing self-care or breathing exercise. Like it could be as simple as a breathing, you know what I'm saying? Like breathing properly or waking up and doing stretches and things like that. But yeah, it's a co-op model space, like I said, where we interesting enough, most of the people that actually do the work came from Green Love Kitchen. They were like customers of Green Love. So
Okay.
the massage therapist, like I said, the sister that does Reiki and sound bowl, you know what I mean? So it's just that network. And it's just an easy transition. And I still was cooking food, doing catering, meal prepping, and things like that.
Okay. So since y'all two brothers, y'all live in the streets of Lithonia.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on down here. Tell me what y'all got going on, Lithonia. What you got going on, Javon? What you got going on, Larry? You know what I'm saying? What new horizons you got going on? I heard you got that new Thug Bizzle gig. You telling people what to do and shit. Firing white folks, the whole nine, man. Talk about it, man.
Oh, I ain't doing none of that.
He ain't trying. He talk about the feeding the plants, feeding the soil, you know what I mean? The nutrients, bro. Yeah. But,
So actually, Larry is a gardener, man. Larry is he's a gardener, and he's a gardener by means of wanting to grow stuff that he eats.
Mm-hmm.
So that's different. He's just not growing it just to say he got a garden. He actually, I didn't even know he had a garden until I went over his house and I started eating. Yeah, that, I made that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay.
So that's something different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, Larry. Why don't you kind of, what made you get into gardening, man? What made you start digging in the dirt, man, playing in the dirt?
Just like I said, looking at this earth, seeing how they destroying our soil and everything, seeing this food shortage that's coming about, because right now we don't have no farmers to grow crops. So I always been one-on-one. Like I said, what do I tell people? Do that shit yourself.
There you go.
So if you know how to grow your own shit, you ain't got to depend on the government or depend on farmers and stuff to provide your food for you. And you know what you're putting in yourself if you're growing it yourself, because you know what you're putting into your soil to grow your product. So that's what made me get into it.
What inspired you?
Man, I mean, to do what? Get into this lifestyle?
Vegan. Yeah, the whole lifestyle.
It's discipline. First, it was discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I grew up eating meat, you know what I mean, except for pork.
Yeah.
But I disciplined myself. First, I got tired of eating Burger King food, right? Because I had a Burger King right across the street from my apartment building. And I knew everybody there. And they would just give me the hookup, you know what I'm saying? So I just got tired of eating that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I ain't doing no red meat, no beef. And I just disciplined myself like that. And then after a while, it was chicken. But then the information came out how you had these monocropping, or you had these, commercial farming industries that wasn't really taking care of the animals. And, whether it be, like you said, the hormones and the this and the that. And it's like that shit goes into our body. And a lot of times, so this is, like I said, so I had the discipline, but then once the information came out, I felt like I had a obligation, you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't unlearn or unsee some shit, So it was like I gotta make a choice, not just for me, but for my family. Mm-hmm. So we dug in and met this brother named KT, the arts degree right here in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. His mom is Mama Pill. She was Dr. Sebi's wife, one of his wives back in the 80s in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. And she was like formulating the actual pills or what have you, the herbs, putting the herbs together that was helping people, cure cancer, AIDS, all types of shit back in the 80s. And she walked us through the Cab Farmers Market. Shout out to the Cab Farmers Market. Just showing us like, okay, this is a hybrid, this is a GMO, this is alkaline, this is like just breaking shit down, the fruits and vegetables all through the thing. And it was just mind blowing, you know what I'm saying? How we don't even have that connection with what we put in our body, like understanding the supply chain, you know what I'm saying? Like from seed to the you know what I'm saying, to the fruit, and then how, as we consume it, what is it doing to us? Like we just think about the digestive system as like you eat this food and then you swallow it and then digestion is over. Mm-hmm. But that's just the beginning of the process. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What are all them chemicals doing? Is it giving you energy? Is it taking energy? Where is it, you know what I'm saying? Where is it going to be stored eventually? What comes the fuck out at the bottom? You know what I'm saying? So that's the long and short. So like I felt like I just knew better, bro. And then you just then you make the food taste good. You put your flavor in it. You don't mess that up. But for me, I was never like one of the people that was like I would like talk bad about or shit on people that eat meat. That ain't what we do over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not being elite. You can't.
I just ate some chicken today.
You feel me? To each his own. You know
Oh yeah, because I haven't gave up all my meat. I mean, that's how I gave up pork, and I try to do beef no more than twice a month.
There you go.
There you go.
But other than that, it's mostly chicken, turkey, and fish are my main three.
And I would just say this, like my brother had the disclaimer earlier about, get your own, nutrient rich plant. Like I would say detox. Know how to detox.
Yeah.
Know how to like go on a water fast or, you know what I'm saying? Like a raw food fast. And then reset your palate, because we dying from diet related illnesses like no others, species or no other kind, like black folk.
Yeah.
Diabetes is sugar, high blood pressure, salt. Heart attacks is, you know what I mean? Whether it be clogged arteries and shit like that. This is
So what do you think we went away from as people, as I ain't gonna say humans, as people in the United States, because I don't know how everybody else, what we concerned about what we put in our bodies. What do you think we went astray from that? Because we don't even care anymore. But I can't even remember a time where it was a focus, even when I was a baby, like just eat that Twinkie, just eat that chip,
whatever, honey buns and
So when did we lose focus of that? When do you think we lost focus?
We lost focus of that when they started feeding us artificial stuff, chemicals. Because Twinkies, cakes, all that is artificial chemicals. If you when you start looking at the ingredients on those boxes, it be scientific words that you don't even know how to pronounce on there. I mean, what happened to natural ingredients like wheat flour, water, black pepper? What happened to ingredients like that? Or pure cane sugar? What happened to, you got high fructose corn syrup and all that now, which is all artificial.
Yeah, I would say capitalism. Capitalism is about supply and demand and getting getting the goods to the end user at the cheapest possible cost you can cost, so your margins could be great. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just the way, like you said, if they're extracting the corn syrup from the corn, you know what I'm saying, or the salt, that's what MSG is. You know what I mean?
I think it's
because it's cheap. Yeah.
I think it's Zuckerberg or one of these tech CEOs is talking about imitation meat. And I seen him do a whole seminar on promoting imitation meat to like products to different governments. And how he was coming up with his marketing scheme is saying that cows are inefficient. Cows are expensive. They can get sick. They die. You don't know what people put in them. It's not efficient. But what I'm producing is efficient. It's high in protein. It's this, and that.
It checks all the boxes.
He said it checks all the boxes. But I mean, if you pay attention, sometimes that artificial, he checks his boxes. But what about the other boxes that is checking all the artificial products? You don't even know what it's going to do to a person over long. It's just about putting dollars. It's about cornering the market. It's about actually setting up a monopoly on beef.
Man, it's crazy. Like, eat an apple. Fucking grow a carrot. You know what I'm saying? Sweet potatoes. But shout out to George Washington Carver. You know what I mean?
I think it got to taste good though. Like I think everything got to be. There's sugar in everything, and I think the reason is because sugar is highly addictive. So they put sugar in stuff that's not even sweet.
Fucking drug, bro.
But you still crave it.
And you'll be surprised, like prime example, my sweet potatoes. They naturally sweet with sugar that I actually made me sweet potato pie, and I didn't put any sugar in it at all. All I put was almond milk, some butter, and some cinnamon. Blended all that together and baked it, didn't put no sugar in it. Tasted just like one that you buy from the store.
Look, that was vegan. You heard that? That was vegan. It's almond milk and shit.
I think people got to reset their palates, like you said.
Yeah, bro. It's nothing wrong with doing that. Like it's
it's hard though.
Yeah, it's like a car. Our body's like a fucking car.
I want that Snicker bar.
You feel me? Go for it. It's your world, bro. It's your world.
It's nothing good with it. And if you want to change your palate, you got to leave super sweet stuff like that.
You got to know that. That's why I said discipline. It starts with discipline. You know what I'm saying? Discipline equal freedom.
I got some cookies in the
Well, I'll let you know, but once you change that palate, stuff don't taste the same. Prime example.
Yeah. Facts.
I'll get real hungry, and the only thing in a percentage is like a McDonald's, even though I do not want the McDonald's at all, but
It don't taste the same. It's disgusting.
The French fries just taste like grease. Like when I bite into it, all I taste is grease. If I eat a sugary snack, it's too sweet.
Exactly. When you reset your palate. And another thing is, you know, a good farmer friend of mine once said, like, when you're dealing with super fruits and super vegetables, like even if you're eating at McDonald's, for example, you put a piece of wild lettuce in there or kale in there, right? And you eat that burger. After a while, your body's gonna start craving the wild lettuce and the kale more than the burger.
Probably, I can see that.
Yeah, so you turn any meal, so anything that's ordinary, like an ordinary burger, you put a super vegetable in there, a superfood in there, it turns it extraordinary. Like it does something to it. So you're able to actually get the, you know what I'm saying, the live food with the dead. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, but then your body's gonna start, like you said, just start shifting. Like, yo, I don't want that shit. Like because it's really those cravings, because it's a brain in your gut. That's what they said. You know what I'm saying? The gut feeling. As I say, you know what I'm saying? Like your body's gonna tell you, nah, I don't want that sugar rush anymore.
That sugar rush.
Get that bitter. You know what I'm saying? Get that bitters, boy.
That's the mud that I
they
can
got
tell
us.
you, I'm addicted to sugar. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like I'm not. I don't have to eat it every day. I don't have to eat it every day, but if I smell it, I smell that sweet shit.
About that cinnamon rolls and stuff.
I know that's chemical thing going to my brain. You know what I'm saying? That sugar,
it's connecting. It's connecting.
So I got another question for both of y'all. So I know you got an upcoming book. When you gonna write a book?
When I'm gonna write a book?
Yeah. When you gonna? Because you got all these things. You know what I'm saying? You need to put it down on paper.
Well, my plan is, instead of writing an actual book, I'm actually putting together lesson plans.
I got you. So the video
lesson plans, but I just need to find the content to go with the lesson plan.
I got you.
So prime example, I done wrote 4 lesson plans just on the refrigerator alone, because the first one is pretty much, a basic generalization of the whole refrigerator, as far as the cabinet, the evaporator coil, the fan motor, the condensing coil, and all, the defrost system, all that. And then I have a separate lesson plan on each particular part that's come from that major one, because in that lesson plan it talks about the functionality of the parts. Because I feel if you at least know the functionality of the parts, they help you critically think and actually know how to troubleshoot and do that shit yourself.
There you go. That's the name of your book. You just don't know it yet.
Do that shit yourself.
Do that shit yourself. You on the front, you know what I'm saying? Audio book. You open it up with your lap. Do that shit yourself.
Just like that.
So I hear you got an upcoming book. You already an author.
Yeah.
So go on and name them down, man. And what's this upcoming book that you writing right now? You made it already finished?
Yeah, so I'm pretty much complete with the book. It's called Finding the New Black Wall Street, and it was actually inspired by downtown Lithonia Main Street. And also it speaks on the past Black Wall Streets and what made them special. So like a lot of times we don't hear or learn about Black Wall Streets all over the country, right? And really all over the diaspora, where we were doing cooperative economics. The dollar didn't leave our community. Like, we was filthy fucking rich. Like, we was wealthy beyond measure after slavery. You understand what I'm saying? And we as a people, and or like, we only focused on like the bombing, you know what I'm saying, of Tulsa at the end. And it's like, what happened years prior? What led up to that? Who were the players? And it's a beautiful story that I just embarked on, like just learning about these individuals who did fly shit all over Tulsa, Oklahoma, Atlanta, North Carolina, Virginia, like Harlem. I mean, everybody. So I just want to give our ancestors they just do. You know what I'm saying? Like a brother like Horace King, for example, he was an architect. He was a bridge builder all over the South. And he dealt with project management and, you know what I'm saying, like these high level skills that we think, white folk is the one that came up with it, but it wasn't.
And actually, I think when I be over there at Arabian Mountain,
you see the King Bridge. Yes, his bridge is right here in Arabian Mountain. One of the bridges that he built. He bought his freedom. You know, but there's Herman Perry who started a jitney cab service, damn near Uber service in Tulsa.
Okay.
Had his own aviation company running cargo and shit like that. But it's a bunch of beautiful stories. Finding a New Black Wall Street. It's gonna be an audio book too. I'm gonna do like a little breakdown every week, read a chapter, some shit like that, and like create a whole audio book. Make a whole experience around it, man. But yeah, that's it. That's that. And for those that know me, I've been doing real estate for 15 years.
There you go.
Yeah, real estate has always been like my little thing on the side. You know what I mean? When I was working in the bank, when I was, you know, doing archery, homeschooling my children and shit like that, like I always had real estate. And yeah, I just want to so I'm doing real estate now. Definitely looking for investors, people that want to come and join the team, you know, so one, for education, and two, for actual investing. You know, so the idea is like allowing us to pool our money together to buy up all of this real estate, especially when there's going to be a market correction or a downturn or a shift. You know what I'm saying? So it's like knowing signals, and we've been through a recession already. You know what I'm saying? In 2008, 2009, when we saw real estate right here go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely went crazy right here.
Yeah, bro. So it's just a turning. You know it's going to happen. You know the market always corrects itself, so it's only a matter of time.
So what do you think about all this gentrification going on here?
It has to happen. Where you talking about in Atlanta?
Everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Like Atlanta itself. Like you've been in Atlanta for a couple of years. You've seen.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So what do you think? Is it an approval, or is it just
hell no? Fuck them.
Just more trying to charge extra for?
It's foul. You know what I'm saying? It's foul. I think what happens is our people have a lack of education. And it's used against us, you know what I'm saying? But we kind of, some of us have a seat at the table, but it's like some gatekeeping shit taking place. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't have too many black folks at the table. We can just have a small amount, and we don't need to we could gentrify our neighborhoods essentially once we get into the politics. You know what I'm saying? That's how you stop that shit, the gentrification. You gotta get into the politics because money can get you so far. You know what I'm saying? The real power is in those votes and those seats and shit like that. Like the people that's the comptrollers and the commissioners and you know what I'm saying? Like those folks understanding that.
Can they do what policies and stuff like that could affect you selling taxes on your property? Homestead exemptions. Making you fix up your property so you won't, you know what I'm saying, to bring the value up.
Or the value goes up, so a grandmother on fixed income, you know what I'm saying, whose property is paid off, but now the property value done went up because white folks coming in and drive, you know, putting these mansions or whatever, the property prices go up, sales price. Now it was good, the property appraises for more, but then the taxes are higher, right? So that's how folks be getting jammed up.
Because you're coming in with money in the bank, you could pay the taxes. I'm starting off. Either I got to sell my house and get away from y'all,
or I got to double up on job or some shit, whatever.
So I can pay the taxes on the house. Y'all can take it.
Exactly.
I never thought about that concept.
Bro.
That's an interesting. I never thought about. That's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
So gentrification can be.
That's what's going on with these
So with the gentrification thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tie it into something I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, before we close it out. The gentrification thing, do you think a lot of that is us self-hurting ourselves? Like you know what I'm saying? Because we're all for gentrification. We're all for to move into that neighborhood real fast and just represent all of our neighbors, be as friendly as you can possibly be, you know what I'm saying? Unless you know what I'm saying? So do you think it's kind of like us destroying ourselves some part in the whole grand scheme of things?
Well, I guess it depends on where your background come from. Prime example, I'm okay with gentrification, and the reason I'm okay with it because I grew up in the hood where I was constantly have to look over my shoulder, hope I don't get shot. You know, police is damn, you know, just abusing their authority and stuff in our neighborhoods. You know, kept us in the neighborhood like cages. So it's like being in the jungle. So I want to come out the jungle and live somewhere where I ain't got to be looking over my shoulder and a nice neighborhood and stuff.
I think of gentrification as displacement of low income, underserved individuals, residents, in return for affluency, white folks development, right? Or it's masked as uh, urban redevelopment, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these swanky fucking terms. And all the while, it's like when white folks did white flight and they didn't want to live in the city and they went to the suburbs, right? They left these places, the Glenwoods and the, you know what I'm saying? They left all these places, Moreland, all of this shit. Now, black folk always want to be around white folk. You know what I'm saying? When they come up, we out there in these places. Now they want to come back to the city.
Right? We don't build it up to how we want to live in it.
I think the thing is, I don't think we need gentrification to have your neighborhood safe. You just everybody's gotta work together and make the neighborhood safe.
That's what
the police got to be in on it. Everybody got to be in on it.
Everybody,
man.
Can't
be. But as long as money's involved, you know what I'm saying? Like that little corner boy on the corner selling drugs is putting money in a couple different people's pockets. He possibly could be putting money in his pocket, but he's put money in lawyers' pockets. He's put money in the state's
everybody,
pockets.
Because they got long money
in the jail's pockets. So he's going to end up paying a lot of people. So we're going to let him accrue charges. We're going to let him kick it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't stamp out everybody selling drugs, because then I really don't need the police.
At that point, you know, I just think that when we think of certain things like urban redevelopment, planning, zoning, gentrification, like there's like a table with, like, you know what I'm saying, buildings and shit like that, and they say this is where this is going to go and that's where that's going. They don't care about the individuals that are going to have to move or whatever, you know what I'm saying, for this to happen. They're planning on an aggregate level, like a 10-year master plan, a 25-year master plan type shit, you know what I'm saying? And they don't care about that person walking up the street.
Nope.
Or that elder, or that this, or that. You know what I'm saying? Our elders is in the fucking Ramadas right now. You know what I'm saying, my God?
Oh, man, shout out to Jimmy, man. I love you, dog. Shout out.
You feel me? Shout out to Jimmy, the OG, man. That's how they got us out here right now. Technology, baby.
So I'm gonna take it radical, man.
Yeah, what's up?
I seen that Cam Newton, K. Michelle episode. I couldn't watch it all the way through. It was 2.5 hours. I couldn't just keep listening to her.
Yeah.
And I couldn't just keep watching Cam. Just be like, yeah, I feel you. So do you think, are black women agents for the government or white dudes? Are they agents? Are they with them? I mean, I know what I'm saying sounds radical and sounds crazy.
Man, it don't sound radical crazy. Shout out to the black brothers, man. Shout out to us, man.
I'm not saying or women.
Hold on, let me say,
women in general.
Can I say something? Let's say what you just said, K. Michelle Cam, and also the brother that jumped off of 25 on Father's Day. Did you see that?
I did not hear about that.
I saw, they didn't see, because they didn't play it on the news, really.
Yeah, they did not. I didn't even see it on the feed.
You haven't seen anything about it?
No,
I got a video.
Yes.
I got the video. So on Father's Day,
at
the downtown, the bridge, 285 Spaghetti Junction.
Okay.
285
Gwinnett County?
No, DeKalb County.
Oh.
Right here, bro. Scary hours, bro.
Damn.
They had the thing.
Oh, so he landed on that?
Nah, he moved.
He moved, so he didn't land on it.
Yeah. It's the shit, bro.
This dude, man.
And then apparently a cop that was there was saying something like, you know, he couldn't see his children on Father's Day. Like, he was dealing, obviously his mental health issues he was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was a statement that he made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I say that to say, like, agents or not, we gotta get our shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if we're not in our proper position, they chilling, talking about soft life. They want the fucking soft life and shit. You know what I'm saying? While we jumping off fucking bridges.
We jumping off bridges. So, like I said, I'm just broad.
They are, but anybody gets. I mean, dudes too.
Dudes too.
Yeah, because niggas has been raised by their mother. They've been the education system is usually mostly females. You know what I'm saying? Like, open the door for the lady, do this for the lady. Like everything is for the woman. You know what I'm saying? And we drive ourselves crazy trying to chase a woman when we're supposed to chase purpose. We're supposed to chase, a bigger mission in life. And that's it. I think that's where the confusion comes in because they gonna be agents, but a dude could be an agent. You know what I'm saying?
You
like
on what could be an agent.
Anybody could be. We seen the Matrix.
Yeah,
that nigga was able to jump into anybody.
You're right.
At any given moment.
Just jump in the post it.
Right.
Turned into him that shit. So what you think, Larry?
Well, I'm not just gonna say black women. I'm gonna say all women.
So excuse me, all women. Just not gonna single out.
I just feel the reason why you think they're agents because I think women are easier to be influenced. Than men are.
For next to nothing.
Yeah. So you could usually tell women something and they'll go ahead and believe and take your word for it versus a man is gonna use some type of logic thinking first. And if the shit don't make sense, he ain't following it. So that's why I feel that you have more. That's why I feel there's more women like in college and all that stuff because, like I said, they're influenced more by the educational system versus most men. We don't care about school like that with them.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
We want to teach our own self and get our own knowledge.
I see what you're saying. I mean, a certain generation of man is like that. That younger generation is not like.
Because what he said
on the feed, they
because it's like what he said. They raised mostly by just the women now.
Yeah, it's a system, bro. It's a system that has created this divide. You know what I mean?
I just don't think it's not an accident that in all governmental offices around this country, it's mostly women that work in them. I don't think that's an accident.
Not at all.
From the DMV to the DDS to the Department of Taxes, the Commissioner's Office, all the way up to the top, and that's So I don't think that's an accident. I don't think a lot of things. I don't think it's an accident that a lot of these rich brothers are being sued by things that happened like 20 some odd years ago. And then they'd be sued by outrageous numbers like Tyler Perry Friday, $20 to $60 million. $260 million sexual harassment lawsuit.
White boy said he touched his thighs or some shit like that.
All kind of, and then there's some text messages that made no sense. I didn't even understand the text messages.
Okay.
So
all right, whatever. All that shit is to find us guilty in the court of public opinion.
Yeah,
like it's just a smear campaign.
And that's all it is a smear campaign. They used to do it to the white boys back in the day.
Yeah,
they really do it to brothers because we really didn't have that clout.
But now we up there, we getting a little extra money now. But so now we doing they type of behaviors.
What about the guy that's Abercrombie Fish that's actually in the sex trafficking criminal suit also?
I ain't even heard no more.
You ain't heard that?
I ain't heard nothing else about that.
That shit been going on for almost a year and a half, 2 years now. You don't hear nothing about, but you got P. Diddy, and none of them proving that sex trafficking, just prove that he's freaky. He's an oddball. He's a horrible boss, and he's a bad human being. You know what I'm saying? He's a bad human being. He's a woman beater. He's an ex-drug addict. You know what I'm saying? But all that shit he doing, I don't think shit that he can't change. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as do we need to change it? I don't know. Everybody partied. I'm saying if I had $1 billion and shit and I was in my 20s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
that's learned behavior.
That's definitely learned behavior.
Yeah, he learned that shit from somebody else.
He learned that shit from somebody else.
He just, you know what I mean?
Just kept it
they
passed
slow
down.
walked him into that shit. Yeah, exactly.
So how do you feel about these judges allowing this? Because a judge got to approve of the lawsuit for it even. Like you can fill out the paperwork for a lawsuit. It doesn't still got to be approved to actually go to court, or it doesn't. Like a lawsuit, like a sexual harassment civil suit. Does that have to be approved by a judge for it?
If it's a money thing, you just got to pay the fee to file the paperwork.
Judge.
And then exactly.
So that's a law that got to be changed. So that's a law that we have to change federally. That you cannot.
You can sue for anything.
You cannot sue just for anything
anymore. Yeah, you can sue.
But
for
what was
anything,
this tort law that Kemp just passed here in Georgia? Ain't it something like that about people just can't be suing just for
minuscule?
Yeah,
shit.
I don't know. Kemp is up and down. Kemp is an up and down character. You like him sometimes. He's a cheater. He's definitely a cheater. You know what I'm saying? But
You
when he
cheated
got in the
Stacey
office,
Abrams.
he definitely did.
You cheated Stacey
But
Abrams. But this is
he going crazy though. It ain't like he's going in there like
trumping them.
Nah, he ain't trumping them. Like he
He just wanted to see.
He wanted the power.
Yeah, so he just manipulated some shit. He used his power to, switch out voting boxes and shit.
And all these people down here like Trump, and he don't even mess with Trump. Like Trump,
the irony of life.
The irony of life. He's going to get reelected. I don't even see him run. I don't even remember. Like, who runs against Kemp anymore?
Nobody.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? He let everybody have a gun. Everybody's like, cool, we fucked.
You good with me.
You good with me. You know what I'm saying? You good with me,
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't got to get my license renewed no more. I like it.
What you up to, Lee? Tell people what you got going on, man. What's next for Lee Johnson, real stories, man.
I get the question, man. I can tell you what I had going on, man. I did a massage the other day.
Yeah.
My storytelling time before we get up out of here. I did a massage the other day. And, money's tight. So when I got out of massage school, I said, I'm not massaging women. No dudes. I'm not massaging dudes at all. But you know what I'm saying? You older now, you ain't got no choice sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Some dude be like this. And yes, it's Atlanta people. So you got to really vet these motherfuckers before you go over there. Because you don't want to catch a murder charge. Yeah. You're not worried about getting snatched. You don't want to catch a murder charge. You don't want to be running up down Parkway half naked. Yeah. This ain't my blood, you know what I'm saying? Type shit now. So you got to vet. So I'm out on social media, you know what I'm saying? My massage is still up on the @real_men_real_stories. So you can find it, find my Bing card. So I get some calls, some characters, sometimes it'd be late at night, weird shit, you know what I'm saying? So I got a call from this cat, you know what I'm saying? He was like, listen, you know what I'm saying? He's telling me he in a hotel. So I'm like, Bing, that's kind of, I said, you in a hotel, like, why you in a hotel? He taking a vacation. Mm-hmm. He want to get away from the life of his everyday to day in Midtown and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Obviously, he's homosexual, you know what I'm saying? I already know that, Bing, but it's still money, man. I'm not tripping. So I call and I'm vetting them, you know what I'm saying? And I'm real with the shit. I said, listen, I'm with the shits, man. I don't play that shit. So if you're on some bullshit, I'm sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really about that. Nah, for real. I said, well, all right, I'm gonna get everything together and then I'm gonna head over there. So boom, I get over there. He in a raggedy ass hotel in Cobb County. You know what I'm saying? So I go in there. So he starts talking about something about he likes to get away. He got all this money, you know what I'm saying? It's like he sized me up like I'm a hoe. Wow. I'm still gonna try to get this money. So I give him his massage, do like an hour and some change, you know what I'm saying? So he's acting like he can't send me the money because something about his bank and his cash app. So I'm sitting down like, all right, I'm gonna have to beat his ass in this hotel if I get up out of here and just take everything he got. I was gonna rob him. Excuse my language. I was gonna rob him. So I sat down and I'm waiting. This is what this motherfucker did. He gonna play his banking account balance out loud so I could hear it. Like I'm a hoe.
Wow. You put it on speaker.
Put it on speaker. Like I'm a hoe. God. I'm like, let me get the fuck.
He wants you to do something.
Once he cash out me the money, I'm like, all right, dog, you be safe. And I pull out. You know what I'm saying? He cash out me the bread. I'm pulling away. It's always that text. Remember I told you when a girl that I massaged, she gave me that text. It was always that text. Oh, I didn't want you to leave. I would have gave you another 400. You just sat down and talked to me.
Yo.
And see, that's why I don't do a lot of massages. You know, so come on, the last two clients was one was a man and the other one was a lady. You know what I'm saying? Well, come on, man. I'm just trying to get paid.
You know
what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get paid.
You heard it first.
Just trying to get paid, man. Them crazy ass. I think I can go on and on with some crazy ass massage stories, man. Some good, some bad, man. Shit, I don't even want to talk about it. You ever massaged, like I massaged a friend, like a close female friend of mine, and you don't even know how folks be rubbing on your shit while you massaging them. I didn't even know it was like that.
No.
Put your right in their mouth. Like, boop.
Wow, that's a good look.
It is who it
As
is.
long as they paying,
I don't know, man.
as long as she paying.
I don't know if I want to get down in that world.
That's that. You, bro. Yeah.
That's that shady world, man. So also what I got going on, man, we got these Real Men, Real Stories studios, man. We getting it in together so we can rent it out to you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can come in and talk your junk. I believe I want to put some music up in here, man, like an actual booth or something. That would be dope.
That would be shit.
Like a little booth up here. I don't even produce music, but shit. Any sponsors? Anybody wanna get in on it? You know what I'm saying? Why it's getting good? Anybody wanna invest?
Let's do it.
Anybody want to invest into the studios, man?
Maximum investment.
We're in a great location, you know what I'm saying? Downtown, left on your main street, right by the railroad tracks. Beautiful spot, beautiful people over here, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, I mean, invest, you know what I'm saying? At real_men_real_stories. You hit my Cash App up, # Lee Johnson 657.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we trying to do. We trying to make moves. I want people to get their voice out. You know what I'm saying? I want people to do their thing, and I want people to produce their art.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. Yeah. Y'all grow y'all vegetables and I produce art. That means nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Lee, man. Proud of you, bro. Keep winning,
proud of all y'all,
Keep
man.
going, bro. For real,
I gotta get my co-host. He been rocking with me for a long time in this sweaty thing, man. So I want to get a shout out to both these guys over here. I actually wouldn't be doing this without these two grown men over here. So I'm gonna go in and clap it up for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Salute, man.
We're gonna make that conclusion up to the show. You know what I'm saying? Thank my guests. Thank my co-host. Be back with you next week. Real Men, Real Stories. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Salute.
Salute.